Hi, I'm now going to do a demonstration video for the Oleo hedge cutter that's available on thegardenshop.ie. It comes virtually totally pre-assembled in this presentation pack here, and the only thing that's come with it is a user manual, which is in English, and also it will say have a spark plug spanner here as well. So to just give you an overview here, we have a safety guard that comes on the cutting edge here. So an interesting feature of this straight away is that it has cutting actions on both sides. Okay. This hedge cutter is designed for professional users or for DIYers who want to buy a machine that's going to literally last them a lifetime. It's designed and made in Italy, so it's a European manufacturer, and it really is very much at the top end of the market, and it's designed for all day use, so you can literally use this for an entire day and it'll work continuously for you. So some interesting safety features that come with it here. Apart from the guard there, we have a secondary guard here. When we're actually using the hedge cutter, if we actually made a mistake and just dropped it here onto my thigh here, you can see here it's actually being protected from cutting into my leg by that guard. Okay, and that's just over the first section of it. On the bottom of the machine here, or the next thing here, is to show that there's actually a guard here to stop brush, which would be very important if you're cutting thorns or paracanth or something like this, from feeding back into my hand. Okay, and if we look on the bottom here, we have a combination of vibration springs and damping rubbers here that minimize the amount of vibration feeding back in, which is very important for health and safety, particularly after prolonged use. Okay, so if we move just further along the machine here, we can see here for normal operation the handle angling here is absolutely perfect, but we'll say if we were actually if we were topping a hedge, but if we wanted to work at an angle and we're working on the side here, ideal here is to pull this lever here, and now we have a handle here where we can work like this. Now another setting on it, which I'm just going to demonstrate in the static position here, is if we pull this and rotate it back, it can get at 45 degrees. And the reason that this might be ideal is if we're doing a curved hedge, it might be nice to have the handle shaped like that. So that works quite well. Now in terms of what type of petrol it takes 2-stroke oil at a mixture of 50:1. So in front of me here I have a 5-litre can that that's available on our site also, and 2-stroke oil. And this here is Oleo 2-stroke oil. It's available in just a range of sizes here, but probably the most popular is this 1-litre can. Now in terms then of the machine itself, you can see there's a whole range of things here. We have an air intake filter here, we have a carburetor, we have a choke here, and also we have a priming pump here. Now if it's the first time you're using this after topping it up with petrol, what you have to do is maybe pump this about 6 times just to feed petrol into the carburetor. In normal operation, we'll say if you're starting from cold, maybe pump it 3 times, but if you've already just used the machine in the recent past, you won't need to pump this, and indeed you may not even need to use the choke on it. There's an on-off switch here which I'm going to demonstrate here. So if I push it forward, it's stop, and if I pull it back, it's in the start position. So what I'm going to do here is just very quickly, I could push over this choke here and start it. What I'm probably going to do in this situation is not use the choke because we've used it recently, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that we have it in that position here, and I'm going to start the mower in a second, or start the hedge cutter in a second. Now I want to demonstrate 2 things here with it. The first thing here is that you should always use earmuffs with this, such as these here, and also you should wear goggles as well. Okay, so so you can just see here, and this is just to provide eye protection. Okay. So there are 2 important safety features with it. Now on this picture video, I'm just not going to do it because I'm only going to be running for about 30 seconds and it's just too awkward to put them on. But okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm simply going to pick up the machine and pull it, and you can see how smoothly it starts. Now it's important here to, I'm just going to turn off my microphone and just start here. So I'm basically going to start by breasting the head. Back slightly here. And you see how well this works. You're just going to rotate the angle. simply turn off the machine here using the stop. And that's just an overview of how well it works, okay? So you can see here, this is a totally professional machine, and it's ideal for either the professional gardener or somebody who wants to invest for the future to have a very high quality hedge cutter.